Hi everyone, this is Theo from parkerblocks.com. In today's video, I'm going to give you some ideas on what you can draw on the first page of your sketchbook. So sometimes when you have a sketchbook, you flip open to the first page, it's blank. It can feel a bit intimidating because maybe you are afraid to make a mess of the first page, you don't know what to draw. So in today's video, I'm going to give you some ideas for simple things that you can draw on the first page. Alright, for the first idea, it's to write your contact information on the first page. So having your contact on the first page can be quite helpful. If you happen to lose your sketchbook, at least the person who finds that sketchbook, he or she can contact you and return the sketchbook to you. So having the contact information can be very useful. You can just write the text on the page, or you can write the text and put some decoration. So for example, here I have written down the contact information here, and I have wet the boundary and put in some paint to let the colors mix around. You can also place a piece of paper here and do some splatter pattern, and then remove that piece of paper and write down your contact information. So this is the first idea, write your contact on the first page. The second idea is, if you really do feel intimidated by the first page, do not draw on the first page. Just leave it blank and start drawing on the second page onwards. And when you have filled up your sketchbook, you can then go back to the first page to draw your last sketch. So by that time, it probably will not be as intimidating or as scary already, because you have already filled up your sketchbook. So for example here, this is actually the last drawing that I drew in this sketchbook. This is my Australia travelogue sketchbook. So after I have filled up the sketchbook, I went to the first page and I was wondering what I should draw. So I decided to use the theme of the sketchbook to draw something that's related. In this case, I drew the shape of the country, and I put down the locations where I traveled to, like Melbourne and Sydney, and I wrote down the dates there. The next idea is to draw many small elements on the page to fill up the page. I feel that when it comes to drawing small elements, it is less scary than drawing a big, complicated sketch. So here, for example, I drew all the things on my table, and when it comes to drawing small elements, there are actually a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you can draw. So you can draw, for example, all the things on your table. You can draw things in your drawer, in your bag, in your pencil case. You can even draw things that you have bought recently, so you can draw your shopping list. So to bring this idea, to take this idea a bit further, I actually draw things like this, my packing list, usually on the first page of my travel sketchbooks. And you can also draw the art supplies or art materials that you use on your first page, or you can again fill up all the pages in your sketchbook and then draw all the art supplies and the tools that you used to draw all the sketches in your sketchbook. That may actually give more meaning to what you draw. So these are what I bring when I go overseas for a drawing trip, and this is usually what I pack inside my bag: the clothes, camera, toothbrush, and other miscellaneous stuff. Let me show you the first page of this sketchbook. So these are just some color swatches. If I am not wrong, they are Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolor paints. I actually did not write down the name of the paint. I should have done that, because now it's difficult for me to remember what brand this is and also what colors these are. So this brings me to the next idea. You can create color swatches on the first page of your sketchbook. So these are actually Kuretake Gansai Tambi color swatches. I did not write down the name. I should have written down the names, because right now I'm not able to name all the colors. I cannot remember the colors, and it's very difficult for me to remember the brand as well. And creating color swatches like this This is quite easy, there's nothing to draw, you just paint the colors straight from the pen. Let me show you another sketchbook. So in this sketchbook, I have also painted some color swatches. So these colors are from my Winsor & Newton box from 2015. Again, I did not write down the names of the colors, and now when I look back at all these colors, these are quite similar colors like this. I cannot differentiate them, so if I want to get the same colors, if I want to buy the same colors again, I will have difficulty doing so. So it's quite useful. In fact, it's very useful to write down the names of the colors. Sometimes I may just draw the palette box and have the colors there, and this time I actually labeled the colors, so this is very helpful. So those are some of the ideas that I use to fill up the first pages of my sketchbooks. If you have other ideas, I would love to hear from you. You can share them in the comment section just below the videos. I would love to find out what you draw on the first page of your sketchbook. So thanks for watching today. See you in the next video. Bye!